ABC 10 News at 7 starts now.
It's just been really, really hard without him. We miss him so much.
A mother's pain as she announces a new reward in connection with the unsolved murder of her son. Good evening. I'm Kimberly Hunt. Steve has the night off. Damien Phillies was killed almost 2 years ago, and ABC 10 News reporter Adam Rakusin shows how his mother has spent nearly everything she has to find his killer.
Year and a half has really been the worstest part of my life.
Janice Feliz stood in the walkway to the San Diego Police Department's downtown headquarters in tears. She announced an increase to the amount of reward money for anyone who can provide information leading to an arrest in her son's murder.
Right now I'm currently homeless because it was the only way to raise money for Damien.
16-year-old Damien was gunned down in August of 2019 near the Choice Creek area. Witnesses saw an older model, light-colored sedan driving from the area around the time of the gunshots. Police say while several possible witnesses have been interviewed, the details of the shooting remain a mystery.
We're asking for the public's assistance in getting information that can lead to the arrest in Damien's case. We know there's people out there with information.
Felice says she last saw her son that morning when she left for work. She says Damien had recently gotten his first job as a bagger at a Navy commissary. He had dreams of becoming an architect.
It's been traumatic. It's just been really, really hard without him. We miss him so much.
Felice says Damien was loving, loyal, and caring. She's hoping someone provides some information to help bring her family justice.
The people responsible don't have the opportunity to do this again. Not to your daughters, not to your sons.
Adam Rakusin, ABC 10 News.
Anyone with information is asked to call police or Crime Stoppers. New at 7 o'clock, some people in Encanto are being told to boil their tap water tonight. A contractor hit a pipeline contaminating the water for people in the area that you see here on your screen. People living north of Brooklyn Avenue, south of the 94, west of 69th Street, and east of Kelton Road should boil their water until further notice. Turning now to coronavirus, our daily cases rose back above 100 today, while our test positivity rate ticked up to 1%. And one more San Diegan lost their life to COVID-19. A scaled-back San Diego County Fair kicks off tomorrow. The pandemic forced its cancellation last year. ABC 10 News reporter Rena Nakano shows how they're trying to make this year's fair feel like years past.
The Del Mar Fairgrounds is back open. This all here is only about a third of the size, but it's 100% got the vibe and the feel.
Last-minute preparations are happening for one of summer's most anticipated events. This year's San Diego County Fair is called Homegrown Fun. Because of the pandemic, staff barely had 3 months to prepare, contemplating until the last moments if this would be a drive-through or walk-in event. They decided that it would be an in-person one, with only about a third of the usual attractions. The price of admission, half off at $10.
This is a little taste of what the fair would be.
Speaking of taste, 40 food vendors are back. This year, Chicken Charlie's has 3 new crazy fried items, including ice cream nachos.
How many calories?
0.
Wow.
0 calories.
For animal lovers, pigs, ponies, and cows will be back. As for rides, there will only be 2 at first, the carousel and the Ferris wheel. But after the state opens up on June 15th, there'll be more.
We've been able to contract with about 12 more rides that we're bringing in. Mostly geared towards smaller children.
The fairgrounds will continue to be a vaccine superstation until the end of the month, and that's why tickets and parking will only be sold via online reservations.
There's some days that they're on and some days that they're off, and that is why our parking is so limited.
For the staff and vendors, Friday can't come fast enough.
It's such a special feeling right now to be back on these grounds. And I'd say that all of us are on point with putting on the best show yet.
In Del Mar, Rena Nakano, ABC 10 News.
Masks will be required opening weekend as well as the indoor halls for the duration of the fair, but that could change after June 15th. The second California vaccine lottery is tomorrow. 3 San Diegans were among 15 Californians who each won $50,000 in the first lottery last Friday. The prizes will be the same tomorrow, but next Tuesday, 10 people will each win $1.5 million. Anyone at least partially vaccinated is eligible. Doctors in India say they're seeing strange symptoms in patients with the so-called Delta variant. That variant is on the rise in the U.S. ABC 10 News anchor Derek Stahl is going in depth on how the virus is mutating to overcome our defenses.
Inside hospitals in India, doctors are reporting unusual symptoms in patients with the Delta variant: hearing loss, abdominal pain, diarrhea, and gangrene.
When you hear about gangrene, that means a blood clot in an artery where the limb or whatever it is doesn't really get any blood at all, and that part of the person kind of dies off.
Dr. Christian Ramers of Family Health Centers of San Diego says COVID has been linked to these rare symptoms before. The question is whether the Delta variant is causing them more frequently. For now, he says it's hard to tell.
You hear about reports of really severe illness, but that depends a lot on the health system. Depends a lot on the underlying conditions. Look, people don't get diagnosed really early in India when they have diabetes in general. So there may be people with much more severe underlying conditions. And we know that underlying conditions predispose people to have these severe COVID manifestations.
Delta now accounts for more than 6% of the infections in the U.S., and it's now the dominant variant in the U.K. Public health officials there say early evidence from England and Scotland suggests there may be an increased risk of hospitalization compared to B117 or the Alpha variant. It's now clear both of the variants are significantly more infectious than the original form of the virus. And scientists at UC San Francisco just uncovered a key reason why.
Well, in a very sneaky way, the virus is turning down the immune response, allowing the virus to grow more in our cells.
Dr. Nevin Krogan and his colleagues studied the Alpha variant, and they discovered that once it enters a cell, it carries a specific gene that acts like a smoke grenade, essentially making the virus invisible to the body's defenses.
The alarm systems are not getting activated, and it's then allowing in stealth mode to grow more in our cells. And before we realize it, there's a lot of virus there in our cells, and then you get increased transmissibility from cell to cell and ultimately from person to person.
He says their preliminary research suggests the Delta variant also carries a kind of viral smoke grenade to hide itself from the immune system, but it does it in a different way, which they're still working to identify.
The more we understand how the virus mutates to overcome our defense mechanisms and then manipulate us to increase transmissibility, the better off we're going to be in terms of finding new strategies to fight off infection.
The good news is that our vaccines still work against these variants. A new study from Public Health England showed the Pfizer vaccine, after 2 doses, was 93% effective against the Alpha variant and 88% effective against the Delta variant. Derek Stahl, ABC 10 News.
Doctors say getting both doses of the vaccine is critical. After just 1 dose, the Pfizer vaccine was only 33% effective against the Delta variant. You can stay on top of any new developments with coronavirus by downloading the 10 News app. A free version is available in the App Store. Local civil rights activists revealed new data today, which they claim shows the San Diego Sheriff's Department is not doing enough to stop excessive force. They say allegations have been made against 31 deputies in the department.
They're not all bad, but there's some truth to some of the cops in our county sheriff's department who probably are using excessive force, and it's probably not going to the proper channels to be able to provide a fair and impartial investigation or review from the independent board that is supposed to be doing this work.
They used data from the Sheriff's Department and the Citizens Law Enforcement Review Board. In a response, the Sheriff's Department said it values the community's concerns about use of force, and it will thoroughly investigate any complaints brought to its attention. We have the full response on 10news.com. California is appealing San Diego judge's ruling overturning the state's assault weapons ban. Last Friday, Judge Roger Benitez ruled the ban violates the Second Amendment, comparing the AR-15 to a Swiss Army knife. Benitez placed a 30-day stay on the ruling, giving California time to appeal. And today, California's Attorney General did just that. Governor Gavin Newsom says keeping our gun laws intact is crucial.
Gun safety saves lives, period, full stop. The data bears that out. California's laws have led the nation. We continue to lead the nation.
California is asking the appeals court to keep the ban in effect during the entire appeals process. The medical examiner has identified the wrong-way driver in the fiery crash that killed 2 San Diego police officers last Friday. 58-year-old Ramona resident Sandra Daniels was heading north in the southbound lanes along the 5 in San Isidro. Why Daniels was driving the wrong way remains under investigation. Married SDPD detectives Ryan Park and Jamie Huntley Park were hit head-on and killed.